What's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I take and edit all my pictures for Instagram. So if you are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and also follow me on my Instagram and all my social medias so you can see all of my cool pictures that I take and post. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with showing you guys how I take my pictures. So if you want to see how I take my pictures, just go ahead and keep on watching the video. Okay, so typically whenever I take my pictures for Instagram, I usually have Jackie take the pictures for me, but if you don't have somebody to take pictures for you, there's a ton of ways you can still take your own pictures. You can always set up like a timer on your phone and take pictures. They also make Bluetooth clickers that you can prop your phone up and have a little clicker and it'll take the pictures for you. So there's still plenty of ways that you can take awesome photos by yourself, but whenever I take my pictures, I usually have Jackie take them. So whenever we are taking pictures, we usually just take them on my phone or Jackie's phone. The camera quality is pretty decent on your iPhone. But if we're gonna go actually do like a photo shoot or something for something specific or just for fun, then we will take our actual camera. It's just a Canon Rebel T6. It's what I'm filming on right now. There's plenty of different types of cameras you can take pictures with. This is just the camera that we have and that we use for pictures. So yeah, we basically just use a camera or our iPhone, but today I'm going to show you how I take them using today I'm going to show you how I take them using my iPhone. So recently we went to the ice cream museum, which is actually a museum that travels around the world, and it's basically set up so that you can just take all kinds of cool pictures in there. So we recently went there and I got some footage of us taking pictures, so I thought it'd be cool to go ahead and insert that footage here and you guys can kind of see how I pose and how I take pictures. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all of my pictures. Like I said, Jackie takes them for me, and yeah, pretty simple. You guys kind of saw how I post and everything. But anyway, now I'm going to go ahead and show you how I edit the pictures on my iPhone. Okay, so when I edit my pictures, I don't really do anything crazy. I just use a couple apps. So all of these apps right here are the apps I will use. But the main one that I use is called Visco. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. Everybody uses this app. So here's all my pictures. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I edit. We'll do this one. So typically you can put a filter on it if you want and start with a filter, or you can just do it by yourself. So I don't really like to use the filters. I usually just edit it all by myself, but if I do, sometimes I'll use this one, which is C1, and I just kind of turn it down probably about right there. And then I'll just press the check mark, and then I'll go into these little lines and I'll go to exposure, and then I usually turn the exposure up just a tiny bit just to make it a little bit brighter. But I don't go too crazy with it because I feel like if you turn the exposure up too much, then it'll make you look really washed out. So then I just press the check, and then the next thing I really like to go to is the saturation, and I typically turn the saturation up quite a bit. So we'll do it right about like, let's see what it looks like at 3. I think we'll keep it at about 2.5. I never really go above like a 3 on the saturation just because like exposure makes you look a little bit washed out, but the saturation can also make you look really orange. But if you turn it up just a little bit, then it just kind of brightens all the colors. So another thing I like to do is I click on sharpen, and I'll take this up to about a 5 or 5.5. And I like to do this because it will, it just makes your picture look like somebody professionally took the picture, and it looks like you took it on like a nice camera. It just makes it look a little bit nicer. And then sometimes it's got a little bit more like a blue hint to it. Then what you can do is you can go to split tone, and basically you can do the shadows and the highlights. So like there's a little bit of yellow in here, so you could take this and you could kind of tint it to be a little bit yellow, or I could tint it and be a little bit blue. And then same with like the highlights. I usually will pick like the same kind of color, and you can just kind of mess around with it. There's a lot you can do in this app, but you really just kind of have to like get a hang of it by yourself and just mess around with it. Also, you can go to grain and turn that up a little bit, and like I said, just mess around with it. There's a lot you can really do with this app, and you just kind of gotta mess around with it and see what you can do. But anyway, you'll just press save, and then you can save it to your camera roll. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I do with this app. Okay, so another app I really like to use is this one. It's called Tiza, I believe. And basically I like to use this app if I'm doing something that I want it to look a little more like antiqued or something. I already posted this picture on Instagram, but I just thought I would show you guys the filter that I use for this. So this app is, you have to pay for a lot of these presets, but I really just use it for this one, which is called Vintage. And this one I will just, I just really like the filter that this one has. So basically what I will do is I will go edit it on Visco, and then I will go in here and put this filter on top of it. So that's how I get like the vintage kind of look to some of my pictures. But typically I like to go for more of like the brighter kind of type of pictures. But if I do ever want to do something like that, then I will use this app. But these are all the apps I use. I really mainly use Visco, but if I want to do something different, then I will use one of these apps right here. And that is pretty much what I do for my pictures. Like, I don't do anything crazy. I don't use any kind of Facetune. I've tried Facetune before, but I don't know. I really don't use Facetune unless the only thing I like to use Facetune for is if I take a picture in front of something that's kind of white and the lighting either darkens the white, then I'll kind of touch up the white a little bit to make it brighter. But I don't really use Facetune too often. I pretty much just use Visco, and it pretty much does the job for me. I'm sure there's plenty of other apps that you guys can use and that you guys have seen where you can do a lot more, but I don't like to do anything crazy, just super simple, and I really like how they turn out. But anyways, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. And let me know what you use to edit your pictures in the comments down below. And I will see you guys in my next video.